Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Shumaila Najib.
And both of us are in Kumrat Valley along with Yasin Hafiz, and we are having fun making these Ielts videos for you. Kumrat Valley is in the north of Pakistan. This belongs to KPK province, and it's a beautiful natural valley here.
Exactly.
Good.
So अभी आइल्स के क्वेश्चंस की तरफ मैं आने लगी हूँ. असद से मेरे पास कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं, वो मैंने पूछने. ये देखिए मैं बूटियाँ लेके आई हूँ.
She's got the list. She's brought it all the way from Lahore.
Exactly. अच्छा असद, मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे ना आइल्स राइटिंग से रिलेटेड है. आइल्स राइटिंग में चार जो उनके जो होते हैं मार्किंग क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं, ठीक है, उसके बारे में बताएं.
All right, good. Now see that whenever you do IELTS writing, her question is describe 4 marking criteria for IELTS. Let me tell you one thing, whenever you write your essay and report, or if you are gender training, you write essay and letter, examiner has 4 eyes to look at that. So those 4 eyes I'm going to tell you in this video. Eye number 1 is task response. Now what is task response? Task response means how thoroughly you cover the topic. Because for essay writing they give you a topic. For report writing, letter writing, they give you a topic. So how thoroughly you cover the topic, that is one thing. If you write off the topic, there are 2 dangerous marking criteria for examiner. One is off the topic and one is memorized answer. If it is memorized, if it is off the topic, they will not see your good grammar, good vocabulary and all that. They will give you 1 band for that.
लेकिन असद कैसे पता लगेगा कि हमने याद किया?
Examiners are very sharp. They know that. They know that this is crammed answer and this is not crammed answer. Okay. Now one thing. Another important point is like when they check how thoroughly, I'm talking about task response. Or we also call it task achievement. Task achievement means 250 words for writing task 2 and 150 words for writing task 1. That is why I advise my students to write 300 words for task 2 and 200 words for task 1. You know why? Because sometimes if you write off the topic, that is out of the word count. So if there are certain words which are out of the word count, still you will have enough so that you could get good bench score. So this is what we call task response or task achievement.
अच्छा, so one more question.
Yes.
Question ये है कि जैसे आपने बताया कि आप एडवाइस करते हैं like 300 words लिखें.
Yeah.
Normally वैसे 250 I guess.
No, 250 is the threshold, the minimum limit.
लेकिन असद अगर ज़्यादा लिखते हैं तो उससे कुछ वो फर्क तो नहीं पड़ता?
No problem at all. Even if you write more, some people believe there'll be more mistakes and all that. Not at all. You just, the mistakes are going to be repetitive, and they're not going to count your mistakes and give you the bench score. It's not that. Okay. Now after task achievement, task response, the second criteria is what we call grammatical range and accuracy. What is grammatical range and accuracy? For this I will just tell you 3 C's. They will check your grammar. They will, for accuracy. Accuracy means they will check your spelling. They will check your punctuation. By all means, they are going to, even capitalization, like capital letter, small letter, they're going to check that as well. So grammatical range and accuracy means they will check the range of your grammar, like the structures that you use, appropriate structure, active voice, passive voice. And I have this 3C formula. For grammatical range and accuracy, I have this 3C formula, and the formula is number 1, compound sentences. Try your level best to use mainly compound sentences in your writing.
थोड़ा सा बता भी दें compound sentences.
A compound sentence is when you join 2 sentences together. For example, I want to go to Canada. Canada is a beautiful country. These 2 sentences are simple. Now what is a compound sentence? A compound sentence is I want to go to Canada because it's a beautiful country. Now connecting words like because and all that, and we have an acronym fanboys. So if you go through fanboys, you can easily learn compound sentences, not rocket science. Okay. After compound sentences, there are complex sentences. In your writing, in body paragraphs, you write 3 body paragraphs for some essays, 2 body paragraphs. Make sure you write 1 complex sentence. Now if you don't know how to write, just go to Google, watch a short tutorial about complex sentences. And the third one, when you give example, over there you can use conditional sentences. If this is the case, for example, If people are allowed to do whatever they want to do, there will be devastation, something like that, okay? So you can use conditional sentence, and for that you can use first conditional. That is fine. There are first conditional, second, third conditional, zero conditional, and all that. So you can learn them. I mean, these three type of sentences will cover a whole range of grammatical range and accuracy.
Exactly.
Next criteria we have, that is lexical resource. Lexical resource means vocabulary. People think vocabulary is something we write difficult words, we write high-fi words, and we will get good bench score. Not at all. What examiner sees variety of words. If they give you the topic crime, now what words you know about crime? If they give you the topic on crime and punishment, what other words you know? Punishment, to punish, to sentence, to penalize. These type of related words or relevant words they see in vocabulary. So for vocabulary, I would say use synonyms, variety of words. Don't repeat the same word again and again, right? Use a variety of words and appropriate words. If you are going to put an inappropriate word or irrelevant word which has nothing to do with crime and punishment, if the topic is that word will be the reason for low band score. So for vocabulary, don't look for high-fi words, look for relevant words, synonyms, paraphrasing. For example, one time I say Canadian people. Then for Canadian, I use the word such people. Such people means Canadian people. Or I say these people means Canadian people. So this is called referencing. Referencing is a good way to get good bench score in IELTS writing as well. And by the way, this will work in speaking also. And the last criteria after vocabulary is coherence and cohesion. Coherence and cohesion means connectivity of ideas. For example, Shmaila, if I say, I live in Pakistan, I love my country is beautiful, people of my country are very good. Now see that there is no connectivity, right? Examiner wants to see connectivity, proper organization within each paragraph. If you say, I live in Pakistan, which is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, I love my country very much because this country has given me identification, and this identification takes me to any country of the world. Now see that my ideas are organized. This is called proper coherence and cohesion. It's not that as you are making an essay on my cow. I have a cow. It has 4 legs. It has 1 tail. Yeah, my cow gives water. No milk. Water you don't drink. Yeah, but the cow water is something different. Okay, leave that. All right.
Okay.
All right. So,
now I understand.
Yeah, you always understand late. No problem. So coherence and cohesion, connectivity of ideas, and for coherence and cohesion, guys, I would advise you to use signpost language. What is signpost language? First of all, secondly, finally, moreover, furthermore, additionally, these type of tags must be used. When you are giving example, you say for example. When you want to add another sentence, you say additionally. When you want to conclude, you should say to conclude, or in the final analysis. These things will help you achieve coherence and cohesion. And at the end of this video, I would say one thing. All of you, please go to Google and search there IELTS writing band descriptors. Once you find IELTS writing band descriptors, if your target band is 7, you should read the band descriptor of 8 band and try to fulfill those requirements in your writing. You will be able to get better band score in IELTS.
Great advice.
Thank you very much.
अच्छा असद वीडियो खत्म होने से पहले चारों क्राइटेरिया को आप एक बार
All right. Criteria number 1 is hi मैं भूल गई. Criteria number 1 is task response. Number 2, lexical resource. Number 3, grammatical range and accuracy. Number 4, coherence and cohesion.
Good.
Okay guys, I also teach IELTS online all over the world and on campus here in Lahore. If you want to be the part of my online or on campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub and
Shumaila Najam.
We both wish you best of luck from Kumrat Valley. Bhulli jandi Madian bhul ja hon Madian nu. From Kumrat Valley. This is the part of Upper Deep KPK. and we are making videos, enjoying ourselves. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.